Sean Morgan from Seether. How are you?
I'm good, man. How you doing, brother?
Living the dream. Nice gray day here in Cincinnati.
Yeah, and I'm sitting in Africa, so, it's super fun.
Oh, nice. I thought you were an LA guy now. Do you still have a residence in Africa?
No. I'm just here visiting family. But I live in Nashville. I left LA a long time ago. Dale actually, in fact, Dale was the last guy that lived in LA. He's just actually moving out at the end of this week. He's moving to Georgia.
Oh,
so we're no longer an LA band, or certainly none of us have any ties to LA anymore.
And just family in South Africa, and you're in Nashville. Everybody's moving to Nashville.
I'd like to say that I was slightly ahead of the curve because I moved there 3 years ago. So I saw the potential. No, but it makes a lot of sense in many aspects. For example, you've got some great studios, you've got great rehearsal studios. We've always stored our gear in Nashville. The bus companies are all in Nashville, so it cuts down on the amount of time you have to fly in and out to go to tours. These days, if I go on tour, I just hop on the bus. It picks me up at my house, or I go to the rehearsal studio, and there's no dealing with airlines and airports and TSA. Most importantly, it's like this little secret that suddenly has been discovered, and now there are way too many people moving in.
I know. I've got a couple of friends that live in Nashville. They say the same thing. Have you been asked, because you're a great songwriter, have you been asked to collaborate or write for a country artist?
Thanks, man. I've written with a girl that's a great singer. She's a country artist, and the song was great. But it was one of those. It was more sort of a. Country has become a little bit less country over the past few decades, and so it's more of a soft rock or a swampy country song. But it was a great experience, and who knows? I'd definitely love to branch out and do some more songwriting and producing.
Yeah, well, you got the Seether thing down, man. Let You Down is the new song from Seether, and it sounds great. Another great song from Seether.
Thanks.
And we'll get to hear the new stuff. You guys are at Rock on the Range Saturday night, May 20th.
I'm just excited to get out there and play again, man. It's been a long time, and it's we definitely, all of us are ready to do it.
And if you aren't lucky enough to have tickets for the sold-out Rock on the Range Festival, I imagine Seether going to be booking a show in Cincinnati soon thereafter.
Yeah, you know what? I love Bogarts, man, and I can confirm that there will be a Bogarts date. I just can't. I don't even know when it is, but I did see it on the tour. So we always have a great time at Bogarts. The people that run the place are awesome, really good people. It's always a great crowd. Cincinnati's always been one of our favorites. And in fact, Ohio has always been a really good state to us. So when we see places like Bogarts on the schedule, that's when we get. That's one of those places where you look forward to playing. So yeah, man, we're really looking forward to playing there again.
I heard you're a super huge fan of Lady Gaga. What did you think of her performance with Metallica?
You know what? I didn't see it because I refuse. I'm a Metallica fan, and I would rather listen to the new album than see anything they do with her. She's just annoying, man. She's a cheap Madonna clone, and somehow she's managed to con the world that she's this original, thought-provoking artist. And of course, this whole thing that's happened recently, where it's now cool to come out and say, "Okay, you were molested as a kid." I mean, it's one thing to come out and say it when you mean it and it's a heartfelt thing. But somehow with her, everything she does just doesn't feel genuine. And let's not even get started on the fact that she won an Emmy for her performance in American Horror Story, and she was so bad. So I don't understand what the appeal is there, but she is, and she's left her mark on the pop world. So
I love the honesty. That's what Sean Morgan thinks of Lady Gaga.
I'm just at the point now where pulling punches just doesn't seem like it's even worth it anymore. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I find her overrated and whatever. But
and I wouldn't even call that punches. I would just say speaking your mind. That's your take on her. So.
You know what? And I think that's important in this politically correct culture that we live in, where you have to tiptoe around a conversation because you don't want to offend somebody. I mean, God forbid you offend somebody. And if you think about it, at the end of the day, somebody's always going to be offended by something you say. So I might as well just say what I have to say rather than pretend that the whole world is just hunky-dory.
Very well said. Really quick, 96 Rock 321, three of my most prized possessions.
First one is the ring that my brother gave me when the last time I saw him. Second one would be my guitar, my acoustic guitar that my dad built for me. And third would be, that's crazy. The third one would be, I don't know, my car, because it gets me around.
What kind of car does Sean Morgan drive?
I drive a beat-up old Land Rover.
Gotcha. And then the two former jobs that you had before you were a professional musician?
I actually went to college for jewelry design and manufacture, and then I bailed out of college so that I could take on music full-time, but then at the same time I worked as a bartender. So
you can make a good drink then.
Yeah, that's why I learned how to make those cocktails years ago.
Yeah.
Those were my jobs, man.
And then finally, the one celebrity or musician that you haven't met that you'd love to meet?
Eddie Vedder, hands down.
There you go.
One day, hopefully one day I'll get to at least have a conversation with him.
Right on, bud. The new album, Poison the Parish, out May 12th, and this song is on it. Brand new Seether. This one's called Let You Down. We'll see you soon, Sean.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that, bud.